Are we live? Yep, we're live. We're good. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Albio3. And we are going to continue playing Minecraft today on stream. I know I said I was going to make some more uploads, like actual videos. I was going to upload something Friday, but like it just got messed up, and mostly just because I got distracted. Not really distracted, I just completely forgot about making a video. I apologize to all of you that were looking forward to that. Only one person watched the video where I said I would upload something Friday. So, you know, it could have been worse. But, you know, I'm gonna continue playing this Minecraft Live. I also thought I would try taking and finding a better way to like make these streams henceforth by I got like a notebook and a pencil or something, so I was thinking like I could just take this, right, and just try writing down everything I'm planning to do in the stream so I don't end up forgetting, as you know, normal in these adventures we have. I think most importantly, something I should consider thinking about is like, I kept on going back and forth with the idea of like, with the like village we found in that plain area. Like I kept on going back and forth with like considering like bettering up the village or just importing all the villagers over to where we are. And after like a bit of thought, for now I think I'm just going to work on the village, and then later if I feel like going and bringing them back over here, I will. And then that's what we're going to do today. We're going to work on the village in the plain biome. There. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know. Might just make me hate myself more if I, you know, still forget. We'll see. Minecraft plans. There. Alright. So, I suppose we shall gather supplies for the venture back to that village. I'm gonna try not doing... I'm so sorry about, like, all the other stuff I didn't manage to remember to do. Like, making that cool, base idea that I had and all. I was, like, when I, like... I think, like, I just would like to say... You know, you don't have to believe me when I say this, but, like... Usually when, like, I say stuff and for, like... Don't, like, do it while playing it. It's usually just because I have the attention span of, like, a mosquito and just get distracted so easily I forget what I was planning to do. You may not believe that, but it's okay. I thought I would just at least say that to give some sort of explanation to why, you know, my streams are so confusing and frustrating to, like, get used to. But, you know, now we have... Now that that's been said, I suppose we shall go off, or get ready to leave. I'm gonna bring that saddle and the diamond horse armor, because I'm hoping we'll find some sort of horse at some point while over there. And I also got some apples and some leads, and a water bucket. Don't know if we'll need anything else. Maybe some name tags, because we're gonna name the horse. But yeah, wait. Oh, wait. We're probably gonna make a farm so we can really, like, you know, establish a very well-built, you know, economy system in the village. So I suppose that should be all. I'm definitely not forgetting any of, like, extremely important sources. Wait, food. Alright, I'll take some melon seeds. And some melons and ooh, beetroot. Beetroot. Yes, beetroot. Perfect. Alright. Well, I guess we'll be off, guys. Let's see here. I'm thinking about building a wall around the village. Like a giant cobblestone wall or something. Just to cause I thought it would look cool or whatever. But before I can figure out exactly how large I want it, I need to think about how large I want the village to be. And I think really I'm gonna end up building it like mini. It's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a while before I start actually building it, because I want to finish out most of the village before then. And I don't really want to put down the wall and be like, oh no, I don't have enough room to build all the stuff in the village that I was intending to, and it would just lead to a horrible situation. Oh wait, it would probably be wise to use the this way to get to the village. Suppose I'll cut down this one tree that we've been avoiding cutting down for some reason. So how's everyone's summer breaks been doing? I'm gonna assume okay, because I still cannot set up the chat to save my life. At some point I will. It'll just be, you know, like 10 years from now, and at that point, you know. It'll still be worth setting up. I'm probably gonna have to end up taking a lot of the streams. I'm just gonna put them on not made for kids, not because I don't want children to watch these, because I usually make content that, you know, children can watch, such as myself. But I for some reason was having an issue enabling the comments, and I like when people comment. It's very rare when they do, but I always want it. The more, you know, it's always the chance of people commenting increases when I enable the actual ability to comment on my videos. Let's see here. Just trying to connect all these pathways, because I'm probably gonna be using this these small river areas for much in the future. I'm turning my head on in real life as I'm going through this area. You know, even though I play a lot of Minecraft, I rarely watch any other Minecraft YouTubers. Is that weird? I mean, it's sort of because I like playing the game, but Minecraft's one of those games where I like playing it more than watching people, and I think that's what happens with a lot of people, to be honest. Like my uncle, for one, he loves playing Minecraft with me and stuff, but he's not a big fan of watching Minecraft YouTubers. Just because it is kind of boring, and I understand that. Yeah, you know, as well, you know, acknowledging the irony of me, you know, making thousands of videos where I play Minecraft. I just realized I'm going the wrong way. If we were supposed to be heading off to. But I did want to explore down this river at some point. I like this area. It reminds me of deep, oaken, enchanted forest, Middle Earth type area. I could see Radagast the Brown building a camp in here to take care of the wildlife, or of the land. Maybe that's why I enjoy the Dark Oak area in Minecraft so much, because I remember all the because it's very iconic, and it always reminds me of it reminds me a lot of the enchanted forests and fantasy movies and stuff. I really need to like finish reading through at least the like. I really need to finish reading through The Hobbit. I started reading it a bit back, but I never got. I got like. Let's see. I got to the part where they're like traveling, and they get to that storm in the book in The Hobbit, right? And like it's just crazy the more you read, 'cause let me see. Let me think back. They get to a storm and like it's raining so hard that like all the like a bunch of the horses, their horses are like that end up like I think 2 horses end up like falling over from the mud or whatever, and they end up dying while they're traveling or whatever. And yeah, that's when I passed out and stopped, like just kept forgetting to keep reading the book, but it's pretty good. I've read lots of books, and I'm not a big fan of reading, but I like reading those, like the middle, like books, like fantasy books like that. They're not bad. I should probably head back to the house since I'm already completely went in a circle trying to get to the village. Yeah, it's getting quite dark. I would have started like live streaming around like 6 or 5 o'clock, but like be honest with you guys, I forgot to get up this morning, and like secondly, like I kind of like was having like when today I was just like when I was like thinking like should I like do a stream, and I was thinking about like I should probably like get to making a video, and I couldn't decide, so my indecisiveness caused me to sit there and focus on the wrong thing, and then I finally wake up and I'm like, oh crap, right, I need to like accomplish something today, or I'm gonna feel like a waste of air. But I finally decided, let me do this. Ironically, like that's kind of like a common thing. I've talked to many other people that like have like ADHD and stuff, and that seems to be a common issue. I just haven't really noticed it. And also a few years back I started taking meds for like ADHD and whatnot, and I think that changed up like my my schedule a bit. Like not in a bad way, honestly. Usually I just sit there, I would get up and not do anything, and then even when I play video games, like I would lack the attention span to actually play it long enough to like get good at the game, unless I'm just playing it with somebody that was like keeping me playing the game instead of just getting distracted and going off and do something else. Hopefully next year I'll find some way to upgrade my recording studio once more. Most likely I just need to go ahead and find a way to just buy some high grade software for recording my videos. And also I probably need to find a good camera. I think that'll probably be an obvious thing. Let's see here. Now I gotta figure out a way to like I wanted to find a way to get through here like using a boat, cause yeah, there's a stream right across from here, so I just need to figure out how to like tunnel out an area. That's why I brought so many sources of supplies. I've always wondered, like, with like Minecraft, when you're in a boat, does it make like breaking blocks harder? I know like when you're just in water, the game always makes it harder to break blocks in Minecraft. I just didn't know about if you're riding in a boat or something. Probably not. I don't know why I ask these questions. Really, if I'm gonna be streaming, I should try to just like set up something so people can actually answer me. Or you can comment it if I ever remember to like enable notifications afterwards. You can comment it. Let me see here. Is there any more water areas through here, or is it just, yep, it's just land. Let's see, if I could connect this part, how far do I have to mine through this area? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I was thinking if it was just a bit of, like, you know, debris every so often going through this small bit of the swamp. Yeah, I could get that done, but I don't know about this whole situation. Yeah, it goes up into the jungle area, which makes it really hard to get around. I think like before I think at the end of like high school this year, we were reading the Aussie, going back to like, you know, literature and stuff. And I don't know how like the difference between like the Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings is different from the Aussie with like grasping my attention, but it kind of is for some reason. It might just be because like anytime it's weird, you know, it's like I think that it's that thing where it's like if I'm being forced to do something for like school, it's always gonna be harder to get my stubborn brain to actually, you know, do it. But like if it's like something I'm just doing in my spare time, you know, it's this is so cool. It's quite, you know, subconsciously what's the word? Hypocritical. Too lazy to get out of the boat, so I'm just going to mine all the grass blocks very slowly. I'm also still trying to figure out how I can set up like recording in the VR and then like uploading videos of me playing stuff on that, because I occasionally hop on the Oculus, but really I honestly, it's sort of like I play games on the Oculus Quest the same way like people play games on the people play Fallout 76, you know, because they bought it and they don't want to waste money, but they want to try, you know, using the horrible situation to, you know, come to a better, you know, come to a fact where they don't feel like they, you know, made a huge mistake buying it, the game. And also, I've heard, like, some people actually enjoy it. Like, I've heard few people that are actually enjoying it over time. Because after they fix the bugs, some people just actually like the very free play aspect of it. Which I honestly thought I would be excited for. You know, knowing that I'm quite well a preferably sandbox RPG gamer. But, even for my standards, that game is complete garbage that has no redeeming qualities. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna, you know, end up buying it like my virgin self will end up doing. Because it's a, you know, game that Bethesda made that is a part of the Fallout series that I must have to play at some point, because, you know, it's part of the Fallout series. And I have enough, like, minor past respect for the, like, Fallout series, but, like, company that makes it to end up buying it. Also, like, I just have to get, like, they said, like, I think, like, I was talking to my uncle, right, and he said, like, it's easier to play if, like, you're playing with friends, and I just have to convince a bunch of my friends to get it. I think one of my buddies got it, because he, like, usually, he's a, like, a really big, like, Steam gamer. But I think my other two buddies, they don't even own, like, some of them don't even own consoles. And then, like, some of them just don't really care enough about, like the Fallout games or whatever to actually, like, buy it. And it's okay. That's perfectly up to them. It's whatever. But I would have to, like, I think it would be more enjoyable if I just set up a group of people to play it with. Instead of just, screaming at people on the internet for, attacking me and taking all my loot and crap on a, like, normal basis. Yep. This is the end of where that river will take us, so I suppose we'll have to walk the rest of the way. In geographic retrospect, the new terrain update quite well did add a lot more, what's the word? It certainly did add much more, what is it called? Detailed aesthetics, in the way of... Come on, me. I can think of the words that make sense when I say them out loud. The world generation does look a lot more like geographically accurate to like stuff like in real life. So in that way it is pretty good. But I think like when they made it, they weren't considering the idea that a lot of it doesn't really add up with the size of like all of the biome structures and trees. So unless you have a map like I have, you really don't see how it actually looks that much more better or whatever, because it's so large. It's hard to like see like the actual how much detail there is put into it. Still, again, establishing that there's still almost, it's not good. I don't like that part of the I still don't like that part of the update. But as long as they don't get rid of the Java Edition Minecraft and force us all to at gunpoint to play their newer RPG story games that they've been working on, I'll be okay with it. I will contemptibly have no respect for what they've done to the game. Also, I think it's gonna get better. And I'm really nitpicking, I guess. It really isn't that bad. It's just in certain parts, the whole terrain generation comes be more of a burden than a quality to the game, I suppose. Alright, now let's try like getting on one of these. Which one should we get, guys? I'm thinking one of these two. I'm gonna call whichever horse I get Cowtail, because they look like they have the same texture of the cowtails that are like the ones that have caramel and then powder in the middle. If you know, you know. Let me see here. Oh crap. I don't want to feed them any apples unless I have to. Let me check here. Where should I put the bed? I don't need these. Here we go. How dare you? I feel like if I don't just end up feeding all these apples to this one horse. Please. I just gave you 87 bajillion apples, horse. What is wrong with you? Please, just befriend me. Trust me, you will enjoy the time I will... screw it. How about the donkeys? Alright, fine then. I'll just keep walking. Hopefully, like, maybe it's because, like, all the animals that I have ended up, like, instantly just being able to ride in Minecraft were usually animals that were, like, in the village, like, areas. Like, the horses that are near the village, they usually let me ride them. So that could be a reason why, but still, it's not a reason that sits well with me. Yeah, these guys just don't want to be ridden. Might have to go online and look up, like, how to tame horses in this game. Because look at how many there are out here. I do enjoy this great plains, like, flat area we have. Oh, goodness, I forgot to enable my map. I think the village is over here, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know it's near a jungle biome. Ah, the bees. Ah, I'm correct. Let's see if the villagers have held up nicely. Alright. Well, it seems they have held up nicely. Or not, let me check. Yep, the villagers are still in there. So, that should mean that, logically, this one should be in here. Yep, they're all here. I know it's kind of stupid how I'm just, like, blocking them into their own houses. But I just, like, have had so many issues when I'm playing in survival easy with the villagers just dying randomly for no reason, that I don't want to take the chance of their commencing in the world. Alright. Work on the village in the plain biome. Suppose I should write down, find a horse, tame a horse. Tame a horse. How do you spell horse? I feel so stupid. Horse. I definitely didn't fail spelling. No, I'm a genius, y'all. It always concerns me when you go into a village and there's always more beds in the village than there are villagers. I don't know why. Yes, I would level this area out, but I'm not sure if that would take quite the while. But I will try keeping most of it layered out. Not sure though. But yes. Where should we start? Alright, I'm just gonna do a little diagram right there. Keeping that, like, tame a horse area out of the way from the goals I want to do in the village. Let's see here. What would be a good thing to do for the village? What should we do to improve it? We could make a wall, or we could start building a farm or near it that we could use to, you know, like, just, you know, dominate the economy in the village with, like, a large-scale wheat farm. I'm gonna go with make a farm. Build a farm. Let's go do that, I suppose. So, like returning to, like, when I mentioned the Oculus, my experience with the Oculus Quest in comparison to the people that indulge in the Fallout 76 game. like, I think the main reason I don't like it is just because the general, like, hardware is just painful to use. Like, either, like, I will loosen it to the point where it, like, the headset's about to slump down from my face, or the second, equally painful option, which is to tighten it to the point where, like, you'll tighten it just a little bit so it stays on your face, and then slowly it's like it imprints itself into your your cheeks and forehead. I heard that they fixed that in the latest Oculus, but I'm talking about the Quest 2. It was quite hard. I rarely have to worry about running out of battery life because it's just so frustrating to use for hours on end that I usually quit playing it after it's at maybe like 30%, 20%. Sometimes if I'm like playing online with a bunch of other people, I might use the entire battery and have to plug it in while I'm playing. And that's just even worse because then like the bare minimum like amount of weight that is adding up with the like suspension of how it's attached to your face makes it compressed downward no matter how much you tighten the straps or whatever. Also, that like cord they use, the C adapter, I don't know what about it. It keeps it charged. I'm glad, you know, while I'm playing it and while I'm not playing it. But outside of that, one of the main things like the Oculus are always like, you know, hinting at is if you don't like the stupid trash games we put on the App Store, you can always connect it to your computer to get extra content. And like, I was excited for that. I think just a bit after I got it, I purchased on Steam. I purchased a bundle with I purchased one of the bundles that included the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim and Fallout 4. When I try you know using it on the VR, they handle so poorly. It's depressing to play them. Like, it's like you would think, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cool. I'll be in these two video games I love so much. When really, you're just like, oh great, I walked like 5 meters and it didn't, the screen didn't tear into pieces on the headset. And also, most of that has to do with like the fact that most people would be using a cord, because even if they have it charged and have Wi-Fi connection to your computer, you still the Oculus Quest still ends up dying at some point because the battery, it's a peanut butter and jelly built battery that just runs out and drains quickly, you know, if you are a, you know, extremely intense gamer that plays for many hours on end. I can be that. I will occasionally do that. Not in VR, thankfully, but like I always ended up like starting without having to use a cord, and then like 5 minutes into it, it's just how much like it takes to run certain games on it. It ends up crashing, or it drains the battery into nothing. Trying to render all this stuff for the games you can get for it on the computer, like on Steam. And it's just a nightmare, because it's basically like, haha, yeah, we technically got you to buy this because you thought you could play good games from your computer, when really, you know, I feel like they knew what they were doing, and that's why they got so many people to just buy whatever they're selling in the App Store on the Oculus app, because we really don't have any other option to buy their crappy, like, games. Like, who's going to pay $20 to play, like, golf in VR? Or whatever. That's not, I don't even think this. That, I feel like I saw like it's like those types of video games, like games that you would might play if you could get them for free on your cell phone. That's the stuff, that type of stuff like they sell for like AAA prices on the VR, and I'm just like, I don't like just okay. I can play this in VR, but I still hate this game, just like I hated it playing it, you know, on a television screen where I wasn't, you know, having my retinas burnt in from like, you know, having it right in front of my face. I don't know. It's just frustrating. I'm honestly, I like. I guess, you know, in it's the Oculus's defense, it is a like, it did only cost like $200, and for most VR technology, it's a lot like more pricey. But I still rather get a used Nintendo Switch than get an Oculus Quest. In the same way that some people play Fallout 76 and, you know, still would never recommend anyone else playing it because it's garbage and it's an insult to humanity and the Bethesda fan base. Also, that was like, I think it's mostly just due to that was a Christmas present one year, and that's like I'm pretty sure that was like the most of all I got for Christmas, so it was something around that area. I don't know. I could be lying. I could be like I could not be in the right place when like talking about this, but I remember that being like one of the like things I got for Christmas, and I was of course thankful for it. But I'd rather have gotten a Nintendo Switch. My grandmother got me a Nintendo Switch, which was very nice. I think of it the next year. That was like the Christmas I got from, you know, what's his name? What's the name? What is the Santa Claus's name? Christopher something. Christopher Nick Christmas. It was one of those like names that had a ring to it. It was like the name that people would use for Santa Claus. I can't think of it to like. Wait, I need to be focusing on playing this game. I'm so sorry. This is exactly why we never accomplish anything in these live streams. I just talk to myself for hours on end because I lack the attention to carry out tasks. I'm building a farm. Okay. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I just like I got the VR from Santa Claus and I got a Switch from Grandma. I appreciated both of them. I really tried to play the Oculus for the most part, especially that Christmas. But if like in a situation where like that was all someone got for Christmas, like I would recommend they get a Switch because you would enjoy that more. It has you would play it just as much as you do the VR. At the most, I can give credit about the Oculus Quest. Also, for you, and I think the main thing about that would be you'd be forcing yourself to play, you know, said thing, or you'd use whatever you got for Christmas, right? Like everyone does. We're gonna try our best to, you know, get as much entertainment out of what we got, because that's all we're gonna get for the rest of, you know, that year. And like, oh my goodness, I played it for so long. Like I definitely was on it like every single day, like for the rest of that month, and then the carrying one before I stopped playing it and start playing it fewer, just because I could not take it. It was just it was just the hardware is just not like comfortable enough for you to enjoy playing it, and also the games are also not. They're not quality enough to keep me distracted from the painful hardware that it uses to have the I'm about to start repeating myself, but yeah. Welcome to my rant. Alright, let's see here. We are trying to make a farm. I need to make a farm because that's what I plan to do in the game. I'm going to program just a small, like, desktop UI. Remind me what to do while I'm playing games. Yes, we could start developing some sort of farm here by the shore. It will be great. Also, I have a shovel that I can use. I think I'm gonna try taking this area and mining out like a small thing. I don't know why I can't stop thinking about it now, but I remember when my friends would come over, they would use the Oculus more than I would. And I'm glad that that was good, because at least they got some entertainment out of it. I still use it, but they used it so much. They were like, oh my goodness, it's a VR. It's like, you know, video games, except in VR. And I am so glad that I at least I helped somebody, you know, find joy in something that I did not enjoy. Someday I might actually end up just giving it to one of my friends. I know some people that, you know, they don't got crap. And, you know, I always want to, like, help them out when I can. You know, just in discreet ways, so, you know, that, you know, it's like, you know, if you, like, give people certain gifts, they're just gonna be uncomfortable. And also, I don't really know if my mom would, you know, let me. I think at one point I was even trying to, like, I actually tried, like, all the, I've been trying all the, like, main things that people are always saying are very good to play on VR, like the, what is it, Horizon's Worlds, like the Rec Room game that's made for, like, you know, 8-year-olds and lower. And, you know, I think, you know, I think anyone that's played Rec Room knows why. Rec Room is fun, as long as you're, like, you know, young enough that you can endure reckless screaming and stuff from the many, like, what's the word? Human, like, decade 1 humans that also started playing it. But usually I end up logging off after, like, the 8th racial slur I hear, just when I just walk into the frickin', like, lobby or area or whatever. And I'm just like, yep, you know, I have like 8 better things I can be doing right now, I'm sorry. Bye, Rec Room. And I think, like, let's see, Horizon's Worlds. With that, it's like, the thing is, I was excited to play that when it came out, because I'm a very creative person. I have a extremely, like, talented, like, mind in the way of, like, being creative and stuff, and building, and I was, like, really excited, but then you know, it finally hit me that in order to bring out all these amazing things I want to do in a video game, it always comes down to, can the, like, technology the tools I have to develop this with actually hold up on their end and not just crash. And that's what happened when I was trying to make, like, I was gonna try to make a game in Horizon's Worlds. I stayed up till 12 o'clock making my very first prefab for a tree. It was very high grade, and I was proud of it. But then, you know, of course, it was like, I wish I could explain exactly how detailed it was. Like, when I started it, I first spent an hour working on the leaves for the tree. And then, I spent the next one adding the leaves to one branch. Then I added another branch for that branch, which would be the limb. And then I took the limb and added it to the tree stump. Then I multiplied that enough so it looked like an actual accurate tree. At that point, I think my headset was just, you know, it felt like it was hot enough that I really thought it would end up catching my hair on fire. And then I would just have to, like, you know, go to school tomorrow, like, with a horribly clipped out bowl cut / mullet from all the places on my head that will burn. Sorry, it was a lengthened out joke that didn't really sound well. Anyway, like, but yeah, the game basically was just like, no, you can't do that. Don't do that. Just make stupid tiny things that we can keep up with the graphics for. So I just, like, I didn't want to do that because, like, I actually wanted to make, like, a really good game in the Horizons Worlds that was, like, high quality. But of course that would it would almost crash. So what I had in mind, the detail that I had in mind for the video game I was gonna make in Horizons Worlds, it would inevitably the game would crash. Simply put. And maybe that's why a lot of stuff they haven't been able to, like, partner up with, like 3-star companies, because they know that even if they add it to the, like, Oculus, people are gonna become, like, enraged at the fact that Oculus literally cannot even keep up with the graphic processing that most, you know, third-party games need in order to function properly, and that would just end up in an even worse, like, suit for most people that bought the high-dollar game expecting, you know, quality. So that's why, you know, you have to pay ridiculous amounts of money for crap in the, like, Oculus Quest marketplace, and I don't know when the, like, what's the word, the wave of, this is so cool just because it's in VR will end, but I'm really tired of me and my friends having to go, yeah, this is pretty neat. Look, it's in 3D. To, like, keep ourselves from, you know, just raging at whatever we're playing. I feel like I'm being very picky, and I might be, but, like, I don't know. I think that VR will finally become an actual good investment for the gaming community in the next decade, hopefully, as the technology progresses for them. And also, I have no freaking clue what I'm doing. Look at me, I'm basically like I'm like a level 5 human. So, you know, my brain as a whole, it's probably couldn't even compare exactly why the Oculus is such a bad, or why it does not handle up to my expectations. So, you know, do your own research, as I always lead to when I talk about stuff like this on my channel. Do your own research. Don't listen to me if you don't. Like, don't listen to me in a non-independent demeanor of what you already know. I don't know why I always feel to, like, say that. I just always feel called to say that when I talk like this. It just feels like right. And I think the come to think of it is, like, the research I've done to say these things is just my experiences with the Oculus Quest as a whole. And how much it's just, like displeased me to no end. That will be our new word for not having to use the not having to just say PO, because I do not like acronyms for swear words or profanity. It's not really a swear word. I'll just say profanity. Me and my friends were all very displeased at that when I brung them all over to try out my VR one weekend. I mean, no, I was displeased while they were like, oh my gosh, it's VR. We can do stuff in, like, VR now. It's so cool, guys, it's VR. Then I, like, just, I don't know, they literally, like, they went crazy, and I'm so glad. I love when I can get all the buddies over and make them have a great time at me place. But, yeah. I've also heard the other one, the newest one, has the same technical issues. Like the latest quest in the series has had the same issues. I'm hoping that at the least, I don't know which one it's called now, but it's the one that's supposed to have like better padding for like the headset so it doesn't hurt your face, even though it still, you know, ends up hurting your face using it. But at the least, I'm hoping it has a better graphics processor. Like, it has a better, like, RAM or whatever. In order, so you can add better video games for it. Such as, you know, sandbox games and whatnot. You understand what I'm going at. You know, Steam third-party type games. You know, possibly, Minecraft. Please. Oculus, make it happen, please. Just for me. Like, I got the game on, like, I think, when it came out, I didn't have a Facebook account, so, but I was like, want to use mine? I was like, sure, why not? And then, I got, like, Minecraft on Bedrock Edition on that account, and I changed over, of course, at some point after I made my own Facebook account, which was a nightmare. I rather, like, anybody, if you have a choice to find a other way outside making a Facebook account to play the Oculus, do that. In general, if there's a situation where you have to make a Facebook account, try every other option before you do that. But yeah, like I gotta get Minecraft again to play it on my VR, but really I don't even think I would buy it again, cause as I said before, I have to use my computer to play it, because I got it, like, I don't really know how I managed to get it while I was using my brother's, like, account or whatever, but it just did not hold up that well when I used it, again, because the Oculus just cannot process or render barely any of, like, the games, just built down to the simple hardware that it has to use to keep it, you know, simplistic. And I understand that portion of it. I know enough, not a lot, but I know enough about technology to know that there's no way they could make something into the headset that works like that. Like, you gotta think about where you're gonna put the memory, the storage, the actual board that it ties all this stuff together in the headset, and then the UI system that has to fit into the front. Same thing with the Nintendo Switch. That's why I really don't give the Nintendo Switch too much of a hard time about stuff, because I know, like, with a lot of the third-party games people play on it, it's gonna be trash because the Nintendo Switch is very low. They can't do. It's a handheld, right? Like, if, like, I have, because, you know, as, you know, the idiot person I have been in the past would used to, like, find broken, like, Game Boys and stuff in, like, I don't know, like, in, like like I think I saw it when I go to my grandma's house. There used to be a bunch of my uncle and stuff, like my uncles and like my dad's old stuff, and like a lot of it would be broken, and I would just take it apart because I was bored. And like other stuff, not just that, but like you look at like if you after you learn where all the parts, what all the parts are and how they work, you start to realize, yeah, there's not really that much you can do with the like size of it. Like with most cell phones, a lot of the phone itself is just the huge battery in the back of it. Because the rest of it has to make up for like all the stuff it has to process. Especially as we progress into a time where gaming is a core element with a lot of cell phones for a lot of people. That's actually how a lot of my friends play video games, because, you know, they don't got enough to get anything else. And those batteries just scare me. Especially Samsung phone batteries. Those things scare the crap out of me. If I see someone, like one of my friends holding one of those things, getting a Samsung, I won't, like, I'm just scared of it. I'm just like praying that it will not explode next to their or my eardrum or something if they're using it or something. Because those things are insane. Like, I've had, like, we've tried, like, my family used a lot of, like, Samsung batteries, right? And, you know, we're very, like, we don't like buying new stuff. We just don't. It's stupid. So we would end up trying to buy batteries for the Samsung phones instead of just getting a new one, like the phones are designed to. Spoiler alert, most of phones are just made to break, so you have to buy more. But, like, I could be wrong again, but, like, we tried taking it out. Of course, it had swollen up to, like, a balloon grade size. You take it out, and I put another one in, and now, like, the one phone we still, like, own and haven't just thrown out is, like, it works as long as it's plugged in. And this is while we have the battery that we bought online to replace the old one is inside of it. I have no idea. We don't have any idea why it doesn't charge or why the battery basically doesn't even work if it's just having to depend on the phone. The second Samsung phone, like, I was given as a hand-me-down when I first started, like when I was around, it was around like I think it was like I feel like I was 12 when my uncle was like, I got a new phone, you want this one? I was like, yes, I want a phone, of course, thank you. And then, like, I tried using it, and it only took like a year. I think I used it for a year before the battery was just like, goodbye, we're not done, my life is over now. I can see the light, you can see the white flashing screen, henceforth I'm showing you that I can see the light, you know, and how I saw the phone as a whole. And then, like, you know, of course it stopped working, and I just was like, well, I can let it be, just continue to not work, or, you know, I can do the stupid option that I usually end with, which is take this technology apart and see how it works. That's actually one of my favorite games of all, like, as a child. I am a child still. And one of my favorite games to play, especially during summer, is take random technology I have no idea how to put back together or understand apart, because I want to see how it works. And then, you know, like a good 30% of the time it's something that still works, I just don't know it. And then, you know, like my parents or someone will have to come in and be like, mostly just my mom and I, but like, they just have to come in and it's like, that actually worked, and now, I'm gonna make you suffer because you did this. It's, I don't know. A few times I've saved myself, right? But other times it's just like, I do not. catch in time that this is something I should not be taking apart. Because, like, some of it I think it's mine, and, like, someone else isn't the owner of it, so it's a nightmare. And I really don't know why yeah, but most of the time that's why I did, and that's why I did with my Samsung phone. Trying to lead back to my horrible train of thought. Like, I took apart my Samsung phone, and like, I opened it up, I popped open the thing, and, like, the battery, of course, was swollen up to a balloon size. And I think that what happened with the phone was the battery swelled up so much that it was starting to press in on the technology. Wait. Wait, I gotta test. Like, I was looking at my screen and I just thought that, like, it was lagging. I'm just gonna do a few more checks by going to the editor. Alright? Alright, guys. Let me see here. Yeah, it's good, I'm sorry. It's good, I'm sorry. I was just making sure. Dude, that last, like, the first Fortnite stream we did, I still have so much trauma from that incident. Just like, what if all this work I've been doing is gonna look like garbage, even though I spent lots of time on it? Not really lots of time. I kind of think I kind of balance the time with the live streams. I usually spend, you know, a good, like, 1 to 2 hours playing the game, and then I edit the footage together. And this, I just spend the whole 3 hours or so playing the game, and I like it more because I get to play the game more. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Samsung phone. Yeah, like, basically it felt like the board and everything, it was like being pressed in the Samsung phone because of how I was putting my pocket right while it was working. The battery was pressing in on both sides in between it, like the back of the phone mostly, but it was pressing in enough on the hardware to where I think that's half the reason it stopped working, because, like, battery acid and, like, all that stuff was probably affecting it. And, like, one of the little tiny, like, those little tiny, like, what are they called? I know enough about, like, the, like, hardware to know enough, like, to, like, embarrass myself when trying to talk about it. The little black square part that attaches to the green part of the board, I guess, per se. Like, one of those little black squares, I feel like they're called, no, they're not those. They're not, like, I know it. It's the part where, like, all the little tiny bytes are stored in computers. The little black square that attaches to the board. It's about, like, it can be like it can just be a square and like a millimeter thick. Anyway, it was, like, all corroded and there was, like, oxidation all over it, and mostly just whitish speckles, and I think that might have been where, like, basically all the let me think again. It's the small square memory, the small square unit that stores most of the, like, microscopic, like, bytes inside the, like, phone or computers. I would have to draw a picture to explain what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was corroded. And I think what was happening was basically after the, like, actual internal, like, bytes that program all the, like, commands break, it's not gonna work, obviously. I think it's still sitting in my barn, or the barn I would use to take crap apart in. Of course I had to, you know, get rid of I took out the battery, the cellular card. It's sort of like a memory card, except, you know, a cellular card for, like, Samsung phones if you have one. As well, and the memory. I took out all 3 of those because I was like, I can use these for other stuff. And then, of course, my beautiful mind throws them in a random drawer, and I have no idea where any of those are. So even if I fix the phone, I need all those to use it, and my mind is wonderful. But yeah. That is the story of my experiences with Samsung products and why I have so much hate for them. I mean, like, no, almost everything I've gotten from Samsung, or see my family get from Samsung, it only lasts like 5 to 7 years or so, before it's like, I'm going to break, so you have to buy another product. That's how I feel like it is with the, like, most companies. That's why they make that's why cars are made. I feel like that's why cars are made. I was like, one time I was having a conversation with my dad or whatever, and he was like, you know, he's like sort of like a mechanic, whatever. He was just like, we were talking about like how cars are made horribly because like they need people to go back to the store and buy new ones every, like, you know, 5 to like 10 years or so. And the information I need to back that statement, I pretty much have in my backyard, collecting rust. Okay, I also need, you know, a logical imply on why that would do that and cause and effect, but, you know, I have all the important pieces. Which would be my, you know, rage and infuriation. I just was, my brain, I was trying to figure out what I need to do next, but then it was like, oh yeah, right, I need to make a farming tool, or whatever. We're gonna do a bunch of fun stuff this summer, guys. I got lots of plans. They're just all up in here, and they get, you know, all the ideas get tangled like cords in my brain sometimes. But yeah, I got a lot of plans. I might be able to get used to the new piano music in Minecraft, but that's about it. Everything else just sounds like garbage. Like, this is what Minecraft music wanted to be, you know? It's made to be subtle, relaxing, and stimulating to help you work in the game. See? Just like this. Adventurous, yet calm and subtle. One time I got so bored in middle school, I pretty much learned how to play, I feel like I learned how to play the Minecraft, like, theme, the background tracks, on a harmonica I'll bring to school. I'm pretty sure everyone at my school wanted me to burn that harmonica. Or just, like, lose it. It only lasted for a while, because it was, like, near the end of school. It's pretty simple to play, like, the classic piano bridge of da 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 da. You just, like, breathe in and out of the harmonica while shifting ever so slightly. I wish I could, like, I can't even find a way to, like, impersonate the noise a harmonica makes to, like, give a better representation, but yeah. You can only imagine how irritating the Minecraft theme track on Harmaka could be to some people. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to build a crafting table. Man, this is why I need to get like my buddies online so we can play together. It might help me, you know, stay focused. But again, usually like at school that never helps. I usually just distract other people. I remember like in again, mostly a lot of the stuff occurred in middle school when I had the most friends or friends in general. But like the teachers would always be, all right, guys, you stay with Albie. You just make sure Albie's doing okay. Help him focus, and then 10 minutes later, extremely talented kids that were minorly relevant, I was slightly less smart than them. I don't want to gloat, but like we were around the same basis. We're all kind of nerds, but like usually they would be extremely successful, good students, and I would just end up horribly I would just like my like lack of concentration would just like infest them as well. So it's just like a horrible idea to like put me with other people and hope that like they could like help me do better. I'm not saying I do that deliberately. I don't know why I would have to say that, but yeah. It's just I'm just a nightmare when it comes to maintaining focus. I need to make a tool to put down the crops for our farm in this game. This is fun. I might even stay up till 12 playing this without any regrets whatsoever. Ah, hello, Golem. Maybe half the reason that villagers would always die in the game was because I would like never go to sleep in Minecraft, so it would increase the chance of mobs like attacking the villagers and killing them. Either way, as long as I preserve some of them, nothing should go wrong. And as long as I focus on, working on the village, nothing should go wrong also. Did I already mention that the iron golems barely do anything in the game? Like, they're not really good at fighting. Some of them are, but I don't know. Some of them very much just, especially with the skeletons, right? Any ranged mobs that use ranged attacks, the golems are horrible with. I've always thought about making an army of golems in Minecraft. Someone's already done this on YouTube, I'm sure, but make an army of golems, and then one night, I'm just gonna let them loose across the town as the mobs start hoarding in. It will be the most awesome experience. Yeah, I need to figure out how to, like, tame horses better after remembering not to get distracted at building a farm. Building a farm. All I need is like a hoe or something to till the ground, and then we should be finished with that task. I just want one that's large enough to, overthrow the economy in Minecraft. Nothing too fancy. Sometimes I feel like the villagers actually just end up adjusting to how much the amount of supplies you have in the game, even if you make a giant farm. So that's kind of frustrating. They can also have like YouTube. Let's think about like signing up for some certain like a few like spring courses, like side courses this summer. Like I want to take like some mechanic classes or something. I don't know. Something to do with like machines and whatnot. I wonder if like I don't know if like my school's gonna like do any of those like you know, courses like that during school. I know they probably have courses like that are over the summer, such as like a driver. I really need to get my license or like get my go and finish like my permit or whatever, or start on it. Cars are scary. Cars are not scary, they just are hard enough to understand to make me mildly terrified to drive them. Or have to be in one while someone else is driving. And also, it's just an overreaction. I'm pretty sure. Sort of like how some people overreact over like small things like the ocean and whatnot. I don't fear water as long as it's like I'm not close enough to it to like end up falling in and dying from drowning, because I can float for about 3 minutes. I think I spent like a good like 3 to 5 days over the last summer, so with someone trying to teach me how to swim, because my mom was like, "This is pathetic. You're like almost an adult and you still don't know how." Not really almost an adult, but I'm quite grown and I still have no idea how to swim. So try to swim over that, something like that. It didn't go well. It was an embarrassment. I knew it was gonna be, but Mother has the final say in everything. But I know how to swim. I think I can float for about 1 to 3 minutes. So just enough to panic and drown, basically. The way I have learned to adapt to this is just staying away from water. It's crazy, like, you never have to swim as long as you keep yourself away from water. I don't know if anyone else has thought of that, but, I'm a genius. Just ask me and nobody else. We need to find some stone. I think if anything else, when I do these live streams, I enjoy it. I'm like, this is fun for me. And even though other people may hate them, I'm sorry. I enjoy myself when I play them. I enjoy myself when I get to play Minecraft. And like upload something, it feels more accomplishing than just playing them without uploading them or streaming them. I think it's more of like a document thing, sort of like how like old people take pictures. Like I just stream, and like I tell myself this will be good because there's a -3% chance this, huge waste of time will return on investment. Which, is even lower for the fact that these are just live streams, not even actual videos, which lower the chance of them getting seen or monetized by a lot. But either way, it's documentation, and, documentation is documentation. It's just nice. Makes me feel less like, a complete waste of air. On this earth, but, it works out. It works out in my head somehow. At some point along the train of thought. Imagine taking over like an hour just to finish a farm in Minecraft, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely a pro gamer. That's not even funny on a meme standard. And I'll admit that to you now. The most I've seen out of most people that make like content, usually like I feel like a lot of it just builds down to if you enjoy making content or not. Like that's usually the main like thing to think about, I guess. And that is literally the only thing I have going for myself, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good if it's true. Wait, do I got a bed in my inventory? Why have I been going all the way over there to the village when I could just put a bed down here? Good grief. I'm sure all of this hard work will pay off at some point, making this farm. So I think I figured it out with the, like, when to go to bed Minecraft. You have to wait till the sunrise just touches the water, and then it'll let you go to bed. That's why I've figured out this point. Because I was actually playing Minecraft right before I started streaming on another world. Just because, you know, I think that's the reason I decided to play Minecraft on live. Because, you know, I was like, this is really fun. I want to do this, you know, except, you know, online, I guess. Next year, when someone, you know, when I go back to school, and someone asks me, so, Albie, what did you do over the summer? I'll finally have an actual way to answer that question. So that's pretty nice, huh? I played Minecraft. Like the sad person you know I am. Ugh. You know, I think I'm gonna also do a lot of other stuff. You know, obviously, you know. You know, I think like a lot, like, you know how like, with like all the spare time we have over summer break, as people that do not have to worry about loans, unless, you know, you live by yourself and, like, go to school. I know a lot of people that do that as well, but, like, for all the people that, you know, are still, you know, um, living off of other people. Like, I think the feeling of being over summer break and like being anxious about what to do because like we're gonna have to wait another year for to have this much spare time again is the same way like a lot of adults must have felt during quarantine, right? Like, quick, do something. Like, accomplish something with your life while you have all this spare time, but also you better relax because you're gonna have to wait like another year or so until you get to leave, you get to go back to school again, or you get to like relax once more. It's just a paradox of, you know, anxiety. Especially for us of the attention deficit world. I'm still like 80% convinced that I might not even have. Like, when I say this, I'm not saying I'm lying to anyone. I'm just like, I'm always doing a lot of thought on it. Mostly because it's an extremely thing that, like, affects exactly how people think of me, you know, generally. Especially when I say it, you know? But, you know, like, what's the word? Like, what if, like, the actual term I've been using to describe me being a person that gets distracted a lot and has a horrible sense of keeping up with things could actually be a completely different, like, issue, which isn't related to the, like, ADHD, like, spectrum, and could, like, be insulting to other people that actually have ADHD. I've talked about this a lot with other people. It's sort of the same thing, except, you know, it could be the same thing or could not be the same thing. I could just be a huge jerk and not know. But like, I've seen a lot of people that just like. The reason I think they don't have ADHD is because they don't, like, they are so much better at handling it, which makes me think that, you know, I could be wrongly assuming. And I think I will apologize for saying that on the internet, because some people might be better at handling it, instead of just, you know, aimlessly telling other people they have an issue with that, you know. I could be wrong, and I apologize. I know that doesn't seem genuine, but, you know, I've never been good at apologizing. But I try my best to. And it never hurts. I know I'm being genuine with my apology. I just have to hope that people believe that I'm apologizing genuinely. I think the reason I used to think that other people said, like, I didn't think that other people had it, because, like, I'm thinking, like, the way I've, like, seen them, like, carry out situations and do stuff that feels like almost on the opposite scale to how I do things and think out things just by listening to them and, like, stuff. You know, not in a weird way, just, you know, just you know, spending enough time with said person that just says they have ADHD, it sometimes just doesn't feel like any of what they say adds up whatsoever. But that could also be because they've developed better coping skills to their disabilities, unlike me, you know, surprising me. You know, look, I can't shut up while I try, you know, finishing a small task in this video game. Really, it's just a call out for me to, you know, find a better way to deal with, like, concentrating. I don't even think it's the right word for it. I don't think it's like, concentrating. It's more of like, no, it is. It's concentrating. I'm not maintaining focus on tasks. Technically, I have ADD by technical standard. I think I might have been hyper at one point, but like, it was gone by the time I started school. I was more just quiet and very distracted by everything, you know. At one point, I remember teachers would have to sit right next to me and like tap at the desk to get me to keep working. Like, I don't know, it's just like all that stuff combined compared to other people that, you know, say they also have the same issues as me. Nothing they do would add up. And I would just be like, okay. Sure. Something I've noticed, right, is like the medication I use to like help with stuff like that is like, it makes it so like I can either be very good at accomplishing tasks, or I can be like slightly more social in school. And sometimes I can be like, I can talk enough to make people want to tear my face off. And not like tear my face off, but just remove the like vocalization cords that keep me talking for so long without, you know, shutting up. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get like another like tool to harness stuff. Also, that doesn't make any sense now, because, you know, I took my meds today, and I'm just doing the same thing where I just don't stop talking, so everything it's quite contradicting in itself. The mind is a very complicated thing, so there's of course that I always must consider when diving into these situations in brainstorming contempt. I still don't even think it's occurred to like my inner mind that summer break has happened, right? Like certain events, like with like my mind, it's like it doesn't really pick up on them as fast, right? Like distinctly, like when one of my like family members like left us a bit back, I it's like it's like I don't like it was like it took me like so long to react to it. Right? It was just like I didn't really think, it's like it didn't really like occur like I knew, right? But like there was no like involuntary like emotional response until a bit after, and then still it really wasn't that much compared to like me brother and everything. Look at our farm. It's so nice, right? This is gonna be a nice farm. I got a lot of hope in this farm. After we start getting some wheat into stock, we'll be able to get the villagers to, you know, bend by our will. Which would be quite nice. Hopefully my headphone doesn't die like while we were like recording or whatever. I charged it. I still haven't charged it since like the last stream, you know, because you know, my tiny brain works amazingly. We were playing Fortnite last time. I was trying to like use like my brain to its full potential, like because I can notice I was starting like I was starting to feel like, you know, like some of the stuff I'd like take to help with like getting distracted was wearing off. So I was trying to test. I was trying to like do a tiny like a test or whatever to see what would happen if I just really just dug down and tried concentrating. Cause like sometimes I feel like that could be the issue. Like when, you know, people like, you know, people have told me many times, why can't you not be distracted, just focus? If I like actually tried using that, you know, beautiful guidance for people in my case, could I actually make that work, you know? And it didn't. It just made me very angry, and like I spent the rest of that evening with a mild migraine. Which really probably wasn't a migraine. It was just like I had a headache. I had a horrible headache. Just because like I was literally, all I was trying to do, all I was doing while I was playing Fortnite was just saying, focus, 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 focus. That's all I was doing. And that's why I was so angry, because I was so frustrated trying to do that. Like, that's what happens when like that's what would happen like every time like in school, like when I'd be like, I can't concentrate. Why, like, or like, I'm being so distracted, and you know, so a teacher or someone would just be like, why are you distracted? Just focus. That's what like would happen. It would just be, I'm focusing, but I'm not managing to accomplish anything. Are you happy? Am I doing what you want me to do? Is your amazing guidance, you know, carrying out properly for myself? I didn't say that, of course, because that's extremely that sounds quite concerning. But you know, like that's like what I would think, right? 'Cause it's like it feels the same way like when someone would tell me, if you're distracted, just focus. It's the same. It feels the same way as like someone telling someone, why are you depressed? Just be happy type deal situation. But granted, I've never had to deal with that much depression, so I probably have to ask someone that has to make sure, like, it's, because there definitely could be a different thing, but that's how it felt. Because I would, you know, it's like, I do what people, like, what was told, and it didn't work. And, you know, I just lose more respect for whoever gave me that guidance. Or, like, when, like, people would say, like, I'll get distracted at school, or like my family or someone would be like, they would, you know, explain to me exactly what I should be doing, because they think I literally don't know what they're telling me to do. Like, that's always fun, especially, it's always with the elders, of course, because they're like, you know, their like train of, you know, solving problems is just interesting, to say the least, when it comes to most situations of, you know, teaching people. Sometimes it works well, sometimes, you know, it doesn't. Respect elders always. Of course, just, you know, it's okay if what they tell you doesn't help whatsoever and makes you feel stupid for using that guidance. Just keep hoping the next time they give you something, it will help, because there's always a chance that it will. And really, when I say elders in this concept, I'm just talking about like older people that aren't exactly disconnected, but they don't understand enough to how to actually teach people how to like carry out stuff. Does that make sense? Just respect everyone. It makes it so much easier. I shouldn't have to tell, but I shouldn't have to say that. In school, at home, with friends. A lot of people will respect, a lot of people I know will respect elders, but, you know, not do that with friends. I don't know why they would do that, because that's part of the reason, like, some people, the few people I have made friends with are not my friends anymore. Because I've just learned to be extremely good at being polite to people. I think that's where I have issues with, you know, the whole respect thing with family, and we all know why that happens. Some people might not, but a lot of us will know why family as a whole is hard to be respectful around. They're like the most, like, suckiest part of everyone's day in certain situations. Other people, like, they love their family, and that's great. I just have, like, that, like, you know, like the crossroad between I have to love these people, but if I wasn't, like, they were not in my bloodline, I would resent them. Not really resent them, just not like them at all. Some, you know, and it's different with others, you know. Like siblings especially, mostly siblings. Sibling, I only have one, thankfully. But yeah. And I think, like, usually the ones that I have a hardest time, like, with, like, you know, with, it's like the ones that are always trying to get me to be around them the most, you know? It sounds horrible, and I feel bad about it, but yeah. I don't know which is better. Awkward silence while I stream, or me talking about random crap that has no reason to be noted or said. I think it's just a, it's a little of both. I have a feeling. I can't speak for you or anyone else. I have a feeling it's a little of both. As in why everyone's, as in, you know, hopefully everybody, generally when people talk. I made a lot of improvement with, generally with social situations. And I'm proud of that, honestly. I will definitely keep making improvements, hopefully. Which will also make my content more digestible. Also, I need to plan more. I need to write these things down that I'm gonna do when I think about them live, you know? Like The Sims 4, I was gonna do something on that last Friday. It didn't occur to me because I just forgot about it, being completely honest. And I should have wrote it down or made a sticky note or something to remind myself, but, you know, then I would have to remind myself to write a sticky note down while thinking of it in that time. And, like, then I just, like, I would lack the amount of, like, I would lack the amount of, you know, big brain thought to write one down as I planned it out at that moment. Every single problem is a me problem. Generally, in a situation such as that. Ah, I love the Minecraft music, the OG music. It's just nostalgic, right? I don't know. I don't know, it just brings me back to, like, playing this on the couch with my brother. And I think my my dad was a gamer for a bit. I got him playing stuff. I think like no he played. I think he started. He's why I play video games, because that's basically all he did at one point. I just remember playing that with my brother, this with my brother and my father when I was younger. And I remember, like, this reminds me of it, this music. It's so relaxing, like almost everybody would always pass out by like 10 o'clock and I would still be up like, well thanks guys, nice work. Now I have to sit up and plant trees on all the houses in the village because I'm bored as frick. I might not even like Minecraft. It more just might just be something just built on because I played it so much. Like it's just might just be like, what's the word? It's sort of like there's a word for it. It's just a developed attachment to it. Has enough of the farm for now. I'm gonna stop working on that mess and put down another line of crops. I love the music. The music's so nice. It's relaxing. Always giving out this feeling of hope. Like, when I hear the Minecraft music, it feels like it's telling me to continue and press onward. Like, you never know what's coming next, but continue, because the future will pique your interest somehow. That's probably the stupidest line of words I've ever said. Not really the stupidest, just the most NPC-like. Like Bethesda NPC-ish type of, like, words I've ever carried out. But it is what it is, I suppose. And then we get to have to we're carried back to this new crap from the last update that, makes me feel like we're going to, just that gives me the feeling of we're going to just make new music and hope to cash out on it with the same response that we got from the OG Minecraft music. Because we're just a bunch of corporated need money people. Which is what I see most companies now as. I've always seen companies as that. But a lot of the newer updates to Minecraft as a whole have really shown me that how it started out as a small thing people did until it was sold out to Microsoft. And now we're just going to soullessly make updates that, keep it alive and don't frustrate the fan base whatsoever. And really, it really isn't that bad. They haven't done that much to it. They've just completely ruined the procedural generation by trying to overthink the entire world of Minecraft as it seemed fit to the rest of the gameplay, graphics, and experience as a whole. Like, who needs these huge mountains? Like, who's going to use those? Like, yeah, it's really nice, but why? I guess I could say, you know, I could use that for almost everything in video games as a whole, but like, this doesn't apply to anyone that, like, has the intentions to do stuff in Minecraft, because usually we just like creating our own designs such as this rather than letting something else do that for us. Minecraft is a simplistic game where we can turn it into something cool rather than it being something cool. That sounds even worse, darn it. I hate my stupid brain trying to solve problems the backwards way. Solve problems backwards. That sounds better. Yeah. Well, I suppose we shall go off. Build a farm. Check. Tame a horse. Let me look up how to tame a horse. How to tame a horse. Oh, crap. In Minecraft. Tame the horse. First, select the empty slot in your hotbar. Put a saddle on the horse. Mount the horse. Dismount the horse. Horses are usually found in the plains by... Well, I don't know. Like, we were doing this exact thing, but for some reason we could not tame any of the horses we found. I just noticed that sometimes my eyes have a greenish tint. They're brown. I wish they were green though. Like I think like my mom used to think they were darkish green, but yeah, they're just brown. It's sort of like depending on what I wear, the color of them changes. I don't know why I thought that. I was looking at myself in that, like on my phone or camera, whatever. Honestly, like I wish I had like features of like hair or eye color tint pigment that was anything except brown. Like it's just the most generic set of colors of any like genetics to be handed down and planted from. I think my brother, he has green eyes and blonde hair, so why am I, you idiot. I did not need to be saying this much. I mean, I'm being ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. What were we doing? We were trying to tame horses, right? Yes, that's exactly what we were doing. I didn't get distracted or anything. You did. This is all your fault. Not at all. Alright, where the farmer? I'm gonna let the farmer out of his house. Let's see here. We have, that dude is nobody. That's a nobody villager. I thought there were two villagers in here. Maybe they're both crammed in that corner. Yeah, they're two, like, nothing villagers. Did I starve the farmer villager to death or something? Wait, no, there's a few more houses I blocked off by capturing villagers in them. I heard of someone, I could make an iron farm or something like that in the village. But I honestly don't feel like doing that to the land, I wouldn't want to do that just because, you know, it feels soulless. I mean, it's so heartless and it's very entrepreneur worthy, but I couldn't harm myself to just put them in, like, do that. It just sounds horrible. I need to find the farmer because I want to try selling some of this stuff to him before I start going off to find a horse. Because we need a few spare slots. I feel like the amount of stuff we're carrying is the reason the horses won't befriend us. Maybe it's not the fact that I haven't planned out tasks, it's just I struggle with carrying the tasks out at hand. Like, I've heard a lot of people when, like, I say stuff, they'll be like, well, just write down everything so you don't forget to do it. Right? And then it's like, okay, I know what I need to do now. I'm gonna try doing it. I forgot what I was doing while I was in the task of moving between the two functions of tending to a task and actually completing it. You know what I mean? I wonder if this form of carrying out stuff in Minecraft is more enjoyable than like just forcing yourself to do like specific stuff. It's definitely not as professional, but I do enjoy these streams more because my brain just cannot like productively carry out anything in a video game. It just has to explore and do whatever, like every thought just like, I don't know. I keep re-explaining this to the point where, you know, nobody wants to hear it anymore, but you know, it's my channel. I can do what I want. To an extent, of course. These are fun. Like, these things are fun. I've already said this. But playing this game and getting this, I just stream it is so fun. I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. Emphasis on feel. We were looking for villagers. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'll allow the villagers out. Can't hurt, I suppose. As long as, like, I get to bed on time in the game, they shouldn't be able to die or disappear. I'll just hold off certain villagers. I'll, like, hold off those villagers and keep some of them in their houses. I think all of them have just completely lost their, like, job or ability or whatever. Greetings. My apologies. Alright, fine then. Stay in there. Where are the other villagers? See what I mean? It's like they disappear at a certain point. I know I just, like, got rid of the villagers altogether, but I feel like they just don't... They just stop being, like, known. there were definitely more villagers like that were still outside when I left this like area of the Minecraft. Let me take this. Doesn't this summon them? This calls the villagers, right? Okay, there's some in over here, I think. There's one right here. And there's one over here. Maybe he's in this house. You know, I go back and forth with like the overall structure of the village houses. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's the same reason I don't really care for the update with all the world generation. It's not the same. It's different enough that I notice that's different. Henceforth, my brain does not like it. I only like different things that feel less noticeable. I'm scared to get rid of these villagers, right? Because if I get rid of them, are they gonna disappear like the other villagers? Also, what would happen if they all disappeared like the other villagers? Should I be scared? Should I not be scared? Alright, that guy's another, like, no-name villager. I should probably take... What if I put, like, Here, I put one of these over inside one of their houses. In order to make them farmers, right? That's how it works, right? I feel like that's how it worked when I was, like, importing villagers to my, like, biome one time. Alright. I have 2 villagers that are still in their houses. Let me just make the decision to not like unbox, like, you know, release them and wait till nightfall so I can turn the villager I let out into a farmer. Because I think I need to place it near their bed for them to become a farmer, right? Why are you over here? Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna try to get you out of this corner. Nope, that didn't work. I need a farmer. I need to get rid of all this wheat or food. Wait, no, let me get rid of some of these wheat seeds. But why is wrong with me? I could just took the wheat seeds instead of like trying to sell. Hey guys, I figured it out. Buddy, we're getting out. All right, we're getting out. We're not gonna stay in here any longer. Come with me if you would like to continue on with life in this game. You know, we really do not give as much credit for the villager AI as we should. Ah, he's a farmer, isn't he? Yeah. Good villager. Let me put this back now. I know that the farmer is safe and secured. Now we can start, you know, continuing the process of turning them into, you know, slaves for my economy system. I could really do for some rephrasing. Of course you don't sell any of the items that I'm growing. Alright, that took forever and felt kind of useless. Let's go plant some carrots. and some potatoes and some beetroot. So the next time I go near this villager, he has no reason to reject any of my crops. At one point I was trying to figure out how to manipulate the like market of different villagers to just completely break the economy system. Like, you know how like some villagers you can buy like, say, you could buy sticks from one villager and then like use the sticks to make like a sword, let's just say, and you could use that sword and sell it to another villager, and then you could just buy more sticks. You see where I'm going with this. You actually couldn't do any of like the example that I said, but basically that's the idea that I was trying to figure out. Like, how could I buy stuff and then use it? Like, I buy it for a certain amount of emeralds, then use the items I bought from the villagers to make even more money than the cost of the supplies that I had to like farm. You know, like that I felt like I felt like a Einstein tier like gifted human when I thought of that idea. But, you know, I realize now that that's almost impossible, and someone already thought of it. So, you know, my Steam is, you know, perfectly sealed again. What does packed mud do? I'm not wasting any of my wheat on it. I need this to survive. Also, I should just go around and plant everything I own in the game. Alright, let's see here. Oh crap. Nighttime. I'm gonna start trying to farm like 2 blocks. Just to increase my yield. Yes, this makes perfect sense. I have no idea how this logic that I have invented would not work whatsoever. Sure. Look at more smartness, guys. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I was trying. I don't know why I said that. It wasn't really like ironic enough to be humorous, but it was just acknowledging that my like designing skills are flawed. Henceforth, why I over-explain something that I could just, you know, stop talking about. Alright, let's see here. All this is gonna be carrots, everyone. All of it. And we'll speckle some taters in there as well. And beetroot. This will just be left for miscellaneous blocks or seeds that aren't wheat seeds, because I don't know why I got so many bloody wheat seeds. I thought I'd be using them. Do I have any more shovels? Nope, nope. Let's see here. Farming has always been one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. I don't even like farming that much in like real life. It's just fun to do in Minecraft. It's sort of like how a lot of people I know, they hate fishing, but they like fishing in video games. This is a nice area. I like this area. It's just a nice place. I can't wait for us to start, like, I want to build, like, this huge, grand scale, like, giant village. Like, that will cover the entire plain biome. That sounds impossible, but it would be pretty cool if I actually managed to do it. It's another one of those plans I have that I'm definitely not going to forget about. It just sounds like a great idea. I want to start saying that so I don't end up, like, getting one's hopes up that I actually remember to, you know, do that stuff like that. And saying that out loud, just, it sounds horrible, so, you know, my apologies. I can be honest with y'all, or the 3 people that consistently view my content. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I wonder if I'll ever actually get to the point in this YouTube thing where I'll actually be like, only a few of my bajillion viewers are subscribed, which makes me mad. Like, I really hope I don't get it up. Like, I don't want to say I don't want to be successful, but I don't want to get to the point where I'm just like, I want more people to, like, go even further out of their way aside from just watching my content. But also, I don't have to pay bills currently. So, again, this is mostly just an opinion built off of my current lack of understanding on adult, like, issues and struggles. Not adult issues, just people that aren't, you know, degenerates that still live with the people that brought them into the world. Or other guardians, of course. So I heard like at one point, speaking of like just like adult things like living by yourself and having a house and stuff, I heard like in certain parts of the world, like some people would like never like move out or get like a house just because of how hard it is to like find income. That sucks, man. I hate hearing that. Not because like it sucks that like they get to live like they don't have to get like buy a house, but more of like that like it's that bad in some places. Yeah, you know, it just really makes you think. I shall go gather more. What's the word? Like root variants of vegetables? You know, like potatoes and like what are they called? I think they're just called vegetables, right? But they're the type of vegetables that like basically grow in the ground. They grow mostly in the ground, outside of having like leaves that stem up from them. There's a name for that type of vegetable, right? There's vegetables that like grow from like little like pods and stuff, or like grow from like plant like the actual like stem part of the plant, and there's vegetables that grow in the ground while they have like leaves suspended from them, like carrots and beetroot and potatoes. They all grow in the ground but still have like leaves. And there's other type of vegetables that don't have that same process. Isn't there a type of like variety of vegetables that like have a name for that? I feel stupid, but I don't really care enough to act like I know what those are called. So there's that. Like yeah, I need to go find those types of vegetables, continue planting in my farm. But it's nightfall, so I'll go to bed first. Is it a common thing to like go to bed in video games and like sometimes like I'll go to bed in a video game, and if it's like a nice enough like, you know, animation just getting into the bed and going to sleep in the video game, I'll actually feel like going to bed in real life. That has to be the one good thing about playing video games that isn't, you know, all the issues with completely destroying, you know, your overall, what's the word, just like the chemicals in your brain that make you sleep. I never understood how that's like, I'm pretty sure that's exactly why I have so many like issues going to sleep. Definitely. But like, I have friends that they will pass out faster if they're playing a video game rather than if they just like stay up without playing video games. Like they have to go to sleep with the TV on type deal. Like the UV light keeps me awake and has like very linear side effects after I turn like all the screens off. So it's just weird how that can happen with some people, not others. I honestly wish that I was not one of the, you know, few that worked the alternative way. But also I'd be even worse at playing video games because I just end up falling asleep while playing them, so there's that. I can literally stay up until 3 in the morning doing this without any feeling from my brain that tells me I need to go to bed. Like, it's Saturday, so probably won't even stay till 3 tonight. Got stuff in the morning. But yeah. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. I totally forgot again. I need to make a chest. But first, potatoes. Hey! Stay away from these potatoes, you hear? These are my taters now. You punk! You took my taters. We're gonna have problems now, son. Sad when I have to laugh at my own attempt at being humorous. It really ruins the joke. Ever what? Darn it, I thought this was like a fisherman area. And usually near those places there's like a means of containing stuff. I feel like there was a place in this village that had a chest somewhere. Do I have enough to make a chest? No, I don't. I got an axe though. Should have made a chest when I got here. How's it already 10 o'clock, guys? Yesterday, like, it felt like time was longer just because I was being more boring, and like, I think my meds were wearing off because I took them a little bit, like, earlier. I don't like saying that because, you know, obviously I don't want you guys to be concerned about that, or think about that while you're watching me play games and stuff, because it really isn't that big of a deal, but, yeah. I'm gonna be up until like 4, even if I go to bed now. I had to sleep in. Darn it, it's an uneven number of chests. That just ruins my Minecraft. Alright, let me put all this stuff up. We'll play it till 11, screw it, I ain't doing anything. I never really am. I just end the streams because I feel like if I end them, I'll have something to do, you know what I mean? I don't know, I really try to do that thing where like I don't do this too often, or too long at a time, so it doesn't, you know, like become something I don't like doing. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to go through any burnout, so I'm trying to like keep stuff scheduled. I really shouldn't be telling you guys this, but ever what? No one watches these. I really have to keep reminding myself that this content is very rarely viewed, instead of just overthinking everything. Not that I don't care about you all, but there's very few of you. But I appreciate every viewer. And the fact that there's the very few of you that watch this, it makes me feel better because I don't have to worry about a larger variety that, you know, are gonna accuse me of mess. Still manage to, you know, overthink every single stream, so that's good, I guess. I don't know. Overall, I've never found it hurting to establish, like, wording in order to, you know, keep from getting, you know, anyone just misreading what I say, or mishearing what I say. Especially on the internet, I think that's something, like, that needs to be practiced more. It ties in with just, you know, universal manners. Ah, yes. All my crops are nicely invested. Now let's go try taming a horse. Ugh. May I need to, like, use wheat to tame them. That could be a possible explanation. Let's go gather some. You know, outside of like how the villages align their like farms, I found like the reason I started like planting stuff like this is because like they're well, near my house, like about in the like middle of freaking nowhere, right? And like there's two, I can walk outside and see two fields type deal, and I'll like watch people, like I'll watch the tractors and like the places like that, like I'll look at the fields and see how like all the plants are aligned with like these gaps in the middle for water. And like one day I thought, like, what if I use that except in Minecraft? Like it actually seemed like a very good idea, and it looks like it's paid off. Like I don't know, and like now I just like it instantly renders to my mind to like make my crops like this. Also, I think those like gaps in between them are mostly because of like the wheels, so the like tractors can go over the crops without like breaking them. But it has to also be for like some sort of irrigation system, I would only assume. I really don't know anything about farming, so. Because the rain like is stored down so the plants can pick it up. I tried planting, like, I don't know if it was carrots or something out my yard, and I also did that ravine thing, and it worked out pretty well until I forgot to water my crops, and I let weeds grow over them, like, and then I realized I'm not really, that good at farming. We need to go find a horse. That's what we were doing, right? Yes, yes. I have it written down right there. See, I know that I need to be doing that. I just get distracted thinking that I still have time to do that while doing other things. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm repeating myself most likely, but it can't hurt. No. I want that horse over there. It looks the coolest. Your name's gonna be Smokey. Smokey the horse. We shall be the best of friends, Smokey. No. No. Come on, Smokey. Be my friend. Please? Maybe it's because I have a map in my hand. Come on, Smokey. We'll be the best of friends. Hey! It was because of the map in my hand. You will not regret this, buddy. We will be the best of friends. Okay, so you might be a little slow, but it's okay. I think you're the best horse in the world. Oh wait, I thought I was gonna press down shift because, you know, I'm used to those video games where you press down shift and it makes them go faster. Let's name him. Do I have to go back to my house and make a what's it called? A Like, I have to make a... Come on, me. Use words to execute your plans vocally. To make a anvil. I need to make an anvil in order to name one of the name tags, right? I have a good feeling about this one, guys. Definitely not because he's like the only one that actually cared enough to, you know, befriend me. Here, Smokey. You have 2 friends. Keep them company well. My friend. That's a cool... His pattern works well with the diamond armor, don't you think? Smokey will be the best horse. Trust me. Let's go try getting enough iron to make a anvil so we don't forget his name. You again. I couldn't help but see his eyes. Eyes. Why kill the mobs when you can just let them explode and, you know, not have to suffer through the anguish? Also, I thought I saw some iron ore right over here somewhere. Did we already mine it up? Where was it? Was it way down over there? Again, Mojang, does this really look like a more productive generation of cave systems than just having small ones that aren't overwhelming to work through? Like, seriously, look at this. I feel like Ned or whatever his name's dad is in Clyde Chance of Meatballs looking at that steak on the table right now. Is this really better? Why, like, I can't even remember what I said, but you get my point. The only logical thing is to make Steve taller to like maneuver in these stupid cave systems. I'm glad some people like this the update more than me. Even though I hate it, I still find joy in other people being happy with the situation we've been given in Minecraft. And maybe some of that joy will run off on me if I allow them to explain why this is better than what we originally had in the game. That's why I talked to a lot of my friends about, like, their opinions and stuff in Minecraft a lot. Or in all video games, like, you know, video games, and, you know, me and my friends we talk way too much about, like, random stuff that I start up. Even though I'm not very social, I like learning about how other people, like work. I don't know, like, the more I can understand how other people think, the better I feel like it could help me see stuff. Now, the part where I draw the line is actually, you know, giving them advice. And, you know, the term that I actually have a better sense of, like, what to do in situations than them. I'm literally talking to you because, I'm trying to find help. But, you know, of course, I always try helping people to the best of my abilities. I don't know why, I'm literally just, I'm not trying to gloat. It sounds like I'm gloating. I don't like gloating. What is happening? How do I get out of this? How about I just, oh, there we go. When I play online, I've always find it hilarious. When I create my name, like, my name in this, like, on YouTube, or in I've had this name since, the Xbox 360 when I made my, like, first, like, online account. Albio3. I used 2008 in for some things because, you know, other people have already taken the name. But, like, I've heard, like, most people just instantly go to saying alibi, or, like, something like that. And it's quite interesting. It's just another thing of why it's, like, fun to watch, like, learn how other people think. Like, and then I, like, asked them how they they were drawn to that conclusion of, like, how it's spelt. But, like, usually I only ask those questions to, like, my friends, because I feel more confident in them not being offended. Of course, you know. But yeah. I think one time, like, me and my buddy on Steam, talk about how our like name tags and stuff, like, I was saying like I wanted, when I started, like, you know, YouTube or whatever, I wanted to get a name that was different, that no one else used, and like we were just saying, like, it's impossible to do that because, like, so many people are on the platform, like, every name that isn't just, like, random letters and gibberish has already been taken. So you might as well just, you know, name yourself whatever. And just, you know, not think about that. Like, I only looked, like, my name up once, because I definitely was not, like, subscribing to myself on one of my family's accounts. Yes, it's horrible. It's very shameful. One of the 3 subscribers I have is not even really a subscriber. I apologize for this. Now that I've went ahead and said it, it's very horrible and soulless. I apologize for it. But I would never do it to the extent of, like, completely breaking the system of how, like, YouTube works. You have to trust me on that. But yeah, like, I looked it up and, like, there's already, like, you know, a good, like, probably, like, a good, like, 9 other, like, YouTubers that had the name Albio3. So, you know, that just, like, kind of sucked, because, like, the reason I say it sucks is because out of all those people, there has to be one of those YouTubers that I would never want to be associated with. You know what I mean? Like, this is completely unironic thing. I don't even know if, like, there's another, like, person named this. Or if other people were pronouncing it alibi because they didn't want to pronounce it in a way that would offend me. Giving the knowledge that I do not currently know. But again, I think I have to tell myself I'm just overthinking. My nickname for a while in my family has been Albie. usually associated with a Y at the end. But I changed it to a I. And then just add 03. Because I thought it had a good ring to it. I don't know why I'm explaining this. It's probably stupid, but you know. It is ever what. Also, it's kind of funny. I've never, like, actually corrected someone if they called me alibi. I think it's funny. We went back up to the surface to get food, didn't we? And I totally forgot about that. Alright, that's done. Let's go back down and try to find, like, at least 9 times 3 plus a bit more blocks of iron. Like, iron bits, so we can make an anvil. Don't we need, like, 9... We need 3 blocks of iron, at least, in order to make one part of it, and then we need a few more bits. So, yeah. I'm not the only person that was infuriated when they started making anvils that could, like, break over time, right? It takes so long to make an anvil, we really shouldn't have to worry about that. It's the same logic of making a crafting table that eventually breaks after you craft too many items. Frustrating to no end. You know, I think even if I wasn't like trying to do this thing where I was trying to stream as much as I could remember to. I usually do Minecrafts on Saturdays. Saturday is just it feels like a good day to play Minecraft. We saw some iron over here when I was on the other side of this, like, giant cavern thing. Oh my goodnesses, that's a lot of monsters. Over there, right at the end. Okay. Hopefully as long as I put torches down, not many monsters should spawn in this area. I'm just going to just hope. Alright, yeah, there it is. Okay. We need to figure out how to mine this iron without, you know, the iron falling into the abyss below. I so do not like this, like, new cave system. You may be surprised to hear that once more. But it's, you know, the most frustrating thing I've ever had to deal with in a video game. No, 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 no. Not the most frustrating. One of the most frustrating. Ah, nice. You know, me live streaming without any type of chat, you know, it's not really that bad. It's sort of like the modern equivalent to live television broadcasting stuff without, you know, having like a bunch of listeners like call them or text them and have to answer them live. But you know, this is more pathetic because I'm on a platform that needs to have a better built community in order to maintain in the algorithm. So either way, you know, I'm just failing as a YouTuber by a technical standard, of course. It's good to remember that, or you know, I'll just feel sad. Hey, coal. You know, we need some more coal. We were looking for iron, but we got coal. I'm sure we needed that, or just as much as we needed iron. Just, you know, slightly less, because iron is so hard to find these days in Minecraft. Okay, it isn't. But I just find iron to be hard to find. I find all of the ore hard to find. Like, I'm so bad at, like, actually locating ore in Minecraft. I don't even think about locating diamonds in the first few hours of playing the game. Just because I'm so used to not finding it. Also, I really don't care about diamonds that much. You know? I mean, I know they're the most powerful block and you can break through obsidian, but it's just so much. It always feels like it takes so much more than you get out of locating them. Or like just spending hours trying to find them. Usually the most I've ever seen anyone get excited about finding diamonds is, hey guys, look, I got diamonds before you guys, you know, if you're playing online or split screen with your buddies. And then it's just like, okay, and you just keep playing the game. And then the iron, and then the diamond armor or whatever breaks, and then, you know, you're back at ground zero. And you cannot repair it because, you know, diamonds are rare. And also take a lot of XP to repair if you actually use, like, an anvil or something. So there's that. But I can see why people enjoy them. Oh, obviously. They're what was it? It's sort of like, how the color blue in, like, you know, medieval times was a symbol of wealth. As well as power. And, you know, outside making you look cool and online in a server, they definitely give you a, benefit, or what's the word? The thing that makes you better than another person in a certain situation. Not a benefit, but a higher chance of being more efficient. There's a word for it, but my stupid brain cannot think of it. Advantage. They definitely give you an advantage in certain situations. I need to update my brain. Its drivers are down. It restarts every morning, but never it fully recovers. Alright, that is not enough iron. 9, so that's like, okay, so 9 times 3 is... 27. So we need 27 pieces of iron ore at the least. As well as a bit more, because we need this. We also need like iron bits. I definitely knew like how much like that the answer was 27. I just like I'm just tired. That's why I'm not stupid. My brain it just it divides its productivity in order to tend to the matters that are that should be seen most important. Yeah, that sounds even worse. Alright, we're just gonna let them fight. You know, I don't want to deal with this crap right now. We're just not gonna deal with this crap right now. We're just gonna keep on walking. We're just gonna have us a good old time. Away from all this stuff. I just realized that it's nighttime, and... oh my goodness, it's nighttime, and I did not think this through. Nah, I got time. I got time. We've been in worse situations. Sometime I think I might do another, like, hardcore Minecraft playthrough. Or something. I just gotta practice more, I guess. I don't know. The last one I did, well, the only one I've done, it only lasted 2 videos. So, you know, that should tell you enough about my skills with hardcore Minecraft. There aren't any. That's the reason I like Minecraft. I don't gotta worry about being gifted at doing anything in the game. I can just, you know, enjoy myself. I usually try to pick out the video games I play in general by less of, you know, skill and more of creativity. Because that's pretty much the only gift I have ever had. And it's kind of faulty with that alone. There. Oh, good grief. I'm not going to start this. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea to start up. Alright, let's see. Let's go back down to that cave. We got like 19. That means we got 2 blocks of iron. We only need another block of iron and then a little bit more. And then we can finally put a name tag on Smokey. We will definitely grow a family of horses. I'm also gonna have a family of cats in Minecraft and a family of dogs. We're all going to be just a happy little group of friends. If it wasn't for the NPCs in Minecraft, it would just be... yeah, it wouldn't be fun. They're definitely a lot of the experience as a whole. I still haven't even thought about going out and, like, checking out, like, all the new stuff with the Warden. It just feels like a waste of time. In respect to everyone that likes the Warden, me and I think my buddy Jesse, we play Minecraft, and, like, we just kept on dying over and over and over and over again. Mostly because he got trapped in like a hole. He was digging when we started the game, and he just kept dying over and over again from a shulker. Or no, it was a warden. He kept on dying over and over again from a warden, trying to get out of the cave, and literally spent the first like few days of playing that every day, just watching him die. Like I could just hear him dying over like the chat, like he was like over the speakerphone while we're playing. He was like, "Hey, I just finished our house. How are you doing? I'm still dying." Are you gonna be not dying? No. Help me. I think, yeah, but yeah, I think that experience is just another reason why I'm scared to, like, we went up to get sticks so we could build a sword, didn't we? And I completely forgot on the way back. We'll get this done, then I'll end the stream. Man, guys, I'm having so much fun right now playing Minecraft. Like, I'm not saying I had less fun last time, but I just don't want to go. We finally got to a point where, you know, it's getting fun. I love doing this, guys. Just like, you know, these videos and stuff as a whole, it's just... I could see myself doing this, like, the rest of my life. I'm not saying I would, I'm just saying, like, I could see myself doing this. Of course. It's like the most like on, what's the word? Oddly like perfect back tune. Just noticed. It's whatever. We went to get. We went up to get this, didn't we? We need a sword. Let me make another pickaxe. Couldn't hurt. That music was good. I think I like that music. Maybe the new music will grow on me. I just have to get used to it, right? Wasn't used to making videos or streaming, but I'm pretty comfortable with it now. Just have to think like that for all the other stuff. So, speaking of that, I'm not the only person that like feels like YouTube only has a few more, maybe another good decade at the most before it just crashes and burns. I don't like saying, I don't want to say it, but like all good things must come from an end, and I feel like the last like wave of like people that got to write off the success of like broadcasting on the internet have came through and like finished off it. I just think of it now, like from like studying how other social media sites work, it seems like the newer they are, the better they work. Like TikTok, I get more views on TikTok, but that's mostly because it's TikTok, but I feel like that's how YouTube was to some people my age growing up, because it was newer, and because YouTube's old now, I will never have the chance to actually get any views or anything on it. Definitely not because I'm just a horrible, you know, creator as a whole or anything. It's ridiculous. We came down here for iron, right? Yo? I should have made some more torches, but we'll just have to deal with this situation. Alright. Got nearly 27. Then a little bit more. So, let me go make some torches before we go any further downward. This is why I try starting on earlier because I always get distracted. And I try to give myself just a bit of time before I crash in the evenings. The amount of things I say that no one else needs to or cares to know always astounds me. But really, this isn't just because of how comfortable I am with the internet. I just do this at school. Irritates the crap out of everyone. I need to work on just stop doing that. It's very humiliating. Nobody needs to know how I forgot to get up this morning and stubbed my toe on the dresser. I'm like, all that crap. I just end up like like nonchalantly saying. Someone asks me how my day is, like I will actually tell them how my day is, and it's like I feel stupid for doing that because no one wants to know that. They just do that because they're being polite. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's why most adults don't even say stuff like that. It's stupid and useless too. Alright, I think we should go down this way. Let me see here. I would make an iron sword, but I really need to go ahead and finish the anvil so we can make that name tag. Smokey will have a name before this is over. I assure all of you. If I have to stay up all night. Should have brought that crafting table with us. Ayo, 40 bits of iron. Let me go ahead and make sure how much an anvil actually needs before I just go up to the surface. Darn it. How can I get over there? I don't want to use any of my resources, so maybe I could just break the system and do this. No! How dare you! The game knew my intellect must be stopped before it reaches full bounds. That's why they implemented this waterfall. Minecraft is much more intelligent than we have it out to be. Alright, let's see here. I can mine it now, and then I can, like, fall. And there we go. That should cover enough to make an anvil, I think. This was definitely took less time than having to go back all the way back to my house to use that anvil. So much faster to just go around in a cave for like an hour and 30 minutes looking for enough iron to make a new one. Nice work, brain. Oh dear. It's nighttime. Hey, Smokey. You doing alright, bud? Alright, cool. If I keep walking, I can magically pretend like mobs are not about to, like, cause me to not be able to rest right now. Look at there. Just in time. Ah. Yeah. I've been slouching over. I hope the camera, the webcam actually caught my, like, actual face, and you just haven't been seeing, like, the top of my 5 head this entire evening. Please, you do not. No, you do not. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't do that. See, you don't touch my village houses, punk. Thinks he's so freaking smart. Stupid creeper. There. About to have a... Butterflies. That noise. Butterflies all over. Man, I hate that noise from creepers. It's like... me and my friends always refer to the creeper about to explode noise is like a PTSD trigger for like a soldier. That noise is always associated with like the worst like thing that could happen while you're playing Minecraft. If I turn these into raw blocks of iron, I've always got confused why I do that. Can you like smelt the block of iron and instantly get a block of iron if it's a raw block of iron? Am I the first person to realize that? Am I an idiot? Yes, I can go ahead and answer that for you. Let's find out. Wait, let me make a... I got enough to make a... No, I don't. I thought I had enough to make a furnace. Wait, no. I thought I had some stone with me. Let me just gather some right quick. 6, 7, 8. Sorry I haven't been playing that much Fortnite recently, or anything at all. I tried giving myself a bit off, honestly, to be completely honest with you. Also because I forgot, but also like, when I realized I need to do something the past 2 days, I was like, I really don't want to like end up overdoing anything with like my content, because I was scared like I was going to go through a phase of burnout, and like, especially like with like me, generally, I go through burnout really bad. I just don't... I was hoping to keep that from happening if I gave myself a bit of time to, you know, varietize. Which really meant me sitting in my bed and watching YouTube for 2 days straight. So, maybe I really don't need to try, you know, using my own custom way of preventing burnout. Let's see here. If my plans work properly, I'm an idiot that actually thought that would work. It's just used as a storage containment situation, I would assume. Well, while that procures, let's go off and make some plans. Plans for next video. Alright, let's see here. I want to do some work with the village before we go back to our other base. Just because I really have... I see a lot of potential in this area of plain biome. The music. You know, just about recently, well, it's not really that recently, but I remember, one of my favorite YouTubers started playing Minecraft, and it was just fun to, like, they were just loving the music in Minecraft, and it was so wholesome. I like when it's, like, new players still feel the same way about, like, things that have been, you know, well respected and known about Minecraft, even if, like, they're new to the game. But yeah. Oh, sweet goodnesses. Why did they attack me once more, guys? Like, at the end of the stream? Man. I got too comfortable. Should have known. Do these things... Are these the ones that come back in waves? Or are they just the little punks that like scouting around your, like, territory? Sort of like the, like... The pillagers kind of remind me of the, Cannibals in the Forest games, right? Like, it's, at first, you don't mind them, you can just end up, you know, killing them off pretty quickly and going back to what you're doing in the game. But for a while, they just start raiding your camp and trying to, you know, eliminate you. With these, like, super people. To the point where it's like, alright, I see, get the deal. This game does not want me to enjoy myself anymore, so I'm gonna stop playing it. Oh, wait, no. Let's see here. Good grief, how long does this take? Before that horrible nightmare came and went, let's see here. What else are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You know, I might try working with some of these mountain areas, right? Even though I don't like them, they have potential. I guess I could try figuring out how to use them to my benefit instead of my hate-filled rage for the new Minecraft terrain generation. Also, we could make a farm. We can make an animal farm. We can make some animal farms. Farms at village. Make. I forgot to put make there. There we go. Let's see. Oh, okay. How about, like, with the villagers? We need more villagers if we're gonna have a large village, so we gotta figure out how to, like, breed more villagers. Or generally just get more villagers to the village. Alright, let's see, what about the rivers? We could do some of the stuff, like, outside the village, I guess. I want to focus on the village because I was really excited to get all this stuff set up. Also, I really want to get to work on, like, making a cool wall around our gate around our village. But before that I want to go ahead and map out where everything's gonna be. Map out the village. Do more plans. Yes, I'm going to plan more stuff on the village. This is great. Nice work, brain. You're just a freaking genius. But what are the plans for the village is what I need to write down. But I don't know yet, because I need to remember to plan out. Ah, crap. Let's see. Let's just go with, like, my other idea. Make canals. We could make some canals next time I stream. Connect the rivers on the map through canals. Well, I'm probably not even gonna remember to do those things next stream, so at least I tried. I'm just gonna hope those pillagers just left our villagers alone and didn't raid our village and make me infuriated. Hey, we have even more to spare. No, we don't, because I don't got enough fuel to make them. Oh, wait, do I have any name tags? No, I don't. Let me go to bed, right quick. I'll put it in this house until we make our... Yeah, make a blacksmith house. Make a blacksmith house in the village. There we go. We need to make a blacksmith house. But for now, we'll put the anvil in there, but we're gonna move it after we make the blacksmith house. Just make sure we're all clear. Smoky. How is Smoky spelt? Does it have a EY or just a Y? How is Smoky spelt? Like Smokey the Bear. You guys ever remember that? Is that just like a part, like some that has like is that sort of like just an event like in like the like in the South, or like does everyone, is Smokey like the Bear like a thing that everyone that's like worldwide? I don't know, like that type of. I want it to be named like that. Smokey. I have the weirdest mess in my search history, guys. Like, I'll just go through it. Sometimes, like, how to chop lettuce, how to, get rid of bacon grease, how to, like, I think, like, just random. It's like, why did I look up that? Just, I don't know, sorry. It's kind of like looking back at your train of thought when you look back at your search history. Weird, right? The Bear. Smoky. So there is a E with it. Okay. Oh no! 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 Am I still live streaming? Oh my gosh! No. Oh no. Live streaming. Oh dear goodness. This is a nightmare. I have a feeling it might still be live streaming, but if it's not, I'm definitely not going to have a mild panic attack. If I have a mild panic attack, this is going to be an embarrassment. Oh gosh. Am I still streaming? Oh, please let me be streaming. Oh, please let me be streaming. Please let me be streaming. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like an idiot. So you can close out of YouTube while you're live streaming. I did not know that. henceforth why I was about to panic. Now that we are clear, I am not going to have to worry about panicking. But I was I wasn't going to have a panic attack because I wasn't going to be able to properly finish my live stream with closure for myself and the rest of the viewers. It was going to be more like a very small anxiety fused outburst. Alright. My buddy Smokey over here. Let's get him named before I forget his name. Hey, Smokey. How you doing, buddy? I got a lot of faith in this one. It's gonna be a good friend, companion in this game. Smokey, quit attacking the cows. He wants to go out. He wants to go for a walk. Well, guys, thanks for watching this video if you are, or thanks for watching this stream. If you watch it after I finish streaming, thank you for watching the stream after I finish streaming. If no one watches this, that's okay. I love doing this so much. I would still end up doing this even if other people didn't watch me. But yeah. Next stream, it's gonna be fun. We got a bunch of plans I made. Got a bunch of plans. Look here. I actually remembered to, document what we're going to be doing instead of just, forgetting all of it in an ADHD fueled rage or riot. I don't know. But yeah, we got a lot of plans. It's gonna be a great stream. If I don't forget to stream, of course, because, my brain is so fun to be horrible at everything. But yeah, thank y'all. I'll see you next time. I mean, no, come on, I can think this through. This has been Alvio3. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.